Hey guys, Amanda Hellie, DJ Iceberg365, anchor for RYC Praise News. First up, Complicated-ish presents the Family Forever Tour featuring Flame and DeTruth. DeTruth and Flame will be hosting a live recording of the Complicated-ish podcast and Q&A, and will also be in concert. Remember as kids when we were taught something was either good or bad, right or wrong, etc. Then later you realize everything doesn't quite fit as neatly in those categories. It's more complicated. Grammy-nominated artists DeTruth and Flame delve into candid discussions on society, the arts, religion, humanity, and more while exploring meaningful topics relevant to their shared faith and the culture that shapes it all. Find more info and dates and cities at bit.ly/complicated-ish Family Forever Tour. Next up, I wanted to tell you about a nonprofit organization called Proven Men. They help men and women become proven in the area of sexual integrity and living transformed and renewed lives through the power of the Holy Spirit. They also host the Naked Gospel podcast, Christian conversations around sex. They cover sex trafficking, parenting, pornography, and more. Find freedom and more information at provenmen.org. Dio Gloria art was established in 2017, creating illustrations inspired by a love for God and a desire to magnify Christ and His gospel. We are created by the Creator to create from the artist. We're broken if we're honest, or if we can paint a beautiful picture that you'd believe and would be believing a reality. You'd be believing a reality that only exists here on Instagram. Perfect parent pics, couple pics show we have it all together, but we don't want to give you the illusion that we're perfect, although that is my temptation, that I'm holy and righteous and anointed, that my wife is all that and more. But if truth be told, we need healing, we need guidance, we need love, we need Jesus just as much as the thief on the cross and the most scholarly Christian. We battled against the enemy and the flesh, and sometimes against each other, until we are reminded by God's Spirit that we belong to the same team, that we are God's children, redeemed and forgiven. We're broken, and day by day we try to pick up the pieces, for each other in love, with much forgiveness and much grace from the God who is ultimately putting us back together. Life hits hard, and we hit hard against one another. But we learn to love harder, be gracious and quick to forgive, learning to love as Christ calls. We're sinners on a journey of grace, a journey of building one another up. And along this journey, we could all use friends. Friends who can know and see us as we are and still love us. Builds us up even when it seems it's all falling apart. See the broken pieces and not be ashamed to know us. So here we are. I'm Dario, and this is my wife, Madeline. We're broken, but if you want to be our friends, hello. See more of Dario's artwork at facebook.com/Dio Gloria art. Last up, a recap from the RYC Praise News Music Group playlist from last week. DJ LC, Through the Rain, Mark Stevens, On to Something, Jermaine Martel, 1983, GB, That's Life, BRM, Ooh Wee, Brinson, 15 Simmers, Marcus Anthony, Like Me, Peter Nature, featuring Slim Bezzy, Perilous Times, LaShaw Knox, featuring James Fortin, Surrounded, Fight My Battles, Excellency Hero. We're loading new music every day. Find more at RYC Praise News, artistotd.wordpress.com. RYC Praise News seeks to inform you about what is going on in all the cities dealing with gospel music, fashion, and sports. We have a live 365 music station and a DJ station for RYC Praise News. Check them both out. bit.ly/RYC Praise News and zeno.fm/RYC Praise News 1. We accept submissions of music, DJ mixes, and podcasts to rycpraisenews@gmail.com. Drop our Facebook page a like at facebook.com/RYC Praise News and subscribe to RYC Praise News on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at NewsRYC and Instagram and TikTok at RYC Praise News. I hope you enjoyed my report this week. Please share this video and leave story suggestions for next time down in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback on this week's video. I'm DJ Iceberg365 for RYC Praise News. I'll see you next week.